Hello again guys, and welcome back to Globbits gaming channel. Today I'm going to be doing a few videos on this thing, the Cromwell. But before we get into that kind of thing, just a big shout out to the new subscribers of the channel. Now up to a grand total of 8 people, 4 of which are my personal friends, and there's 4 new guys, so welcome to you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video so far. So, the Cromwell. Personally, slowly becoming my favourite tier 6 tank. You can keep your KB1Ss. I find this thing a lot more fun. Historically, it hasn't been modelled very well because this thing was a pile of shit when it was in World War II. It was actually quoted, I can't remember the name of the guy, but he said the person that put this thing into service should have been stood against a wall and shot. However, in the game it translates to a really fun, fast manoeuvrable medium with a stinging gun. It's a really good gun as well. It's got 750 hit points, which isn't a fantastic amount, but if we compare it to the VK, let's just compare it to the VK. Tech tree. There we go. It's the VK3601. No, it's not that one. 3601H. That's the one. That's got 760, and that is considered a very serious contender for the best medium. I think that's with the stock turret, though. I think it goes up to 850 hit points when it's got the full, fully upgraded. So it's not too bad. Weighs approximately, well, for want of a better word, 30 tons. Yeah, with a 650 horsepower engine. That equates to a specific power of 22.8, which isn't bad. Speed limit 64, easily doable 64, and it accelerates pretty good as well, especially over rough terrain. It's the traverse and the turret traverse that really sell this tank for me. It is so nimble and so quick. You can basically you can dance around people all day. You dance around slow moving heavies on this all day, just banging shots into them from the sides and rear. The armour, it's a medium. It's not fantastic. It's very flat in places. The prominent weak points of this tank, this big machine gun port here, the driver's hatch, the driver's viewing hatch. It doesn't have a gun mantlet. It's just got this flat slab of 76mm armour. So from the front, you don't want to be taking shots in this thing. Basically, you need to keep on the move. Make the enemy miss is your best armour. The gun, the Vickers, yeah, don't bother with any of these. Go straight for the Vickers as quickly as possible. Fairly decent rate of fire, 15 rounds a minute. Averages about 1 every 3 seconds, give or take. If you get fully upgraded crew with vents, I think it's 3.4 seconds for my reload. Not sure. It's got a decent pen. 145mm will see you through KV1S. You get into your tier 8 games though, you want to be packing some premium, some gold ammo, just in case you get into a position where you really are in the deep doo-doo, as it were. HE, I always carry a few HE shells just in case you meet artillery. But the Vickers, it's a really good gun for this tank. It really is. For me, I love it. The view range, it's not fantastic, but for a tier 6 it'll do. But the signal range is a bit naff. It's only 550, so you're really long range on your 1 kilometre maps, on your bigger maps. You are going to struggle being a long range scout. Basically what I use this for, if I'm top tier, I use it as an aggressive, well, I sounded like I know what I'm doing, an aggressive medium. You know, I actually try and take the fight to the enemy as best I can. If I'm in a tier 8 game, I try and play a little bit more passively, try and support, try and flank. It is an excellent flanking tank. And that's basically the Cromwell. Just to give you a heads up, guys, those of you who've actually subscribed, okay, these are the tanks I actually own at the bottom. Okay, so if you want any sort of reviews or any special requests to look at them, or my personal opinions on them, just let me know in the comments below. For equipment, I've gone for rammer to make that reload speed just a little bit quicker, vents, and a cam net. I am seriously considering changing the cam net to possibly either coated optics or a gun lane drive, but the aiming speed on this gun, you don't really need it. But anything that helps you fire on the move, comments below on that one. Okay, I have noticed in one of the comments on my other videos, there's been a few dislikes and a few likes. The main thing I'm concerned with is the dislikes. There's a couple of comments on there, and if the guys that commented are still part of the channel, still subscribed, I just need to clarify what they actually mean. Apparently I need to be myself. Got news for you guys, I am me. Alright, this is me, this is who I am. Like I said before, I am an average player. I do occasionally have a good game, And when I get a good game, what I'll do is I'll post it up here for you guys to watch. There will be some fail compilations coming up. So on with the games. Enjoy. So here we are then on Corellia on a standard battle, and I'm taking out my Cromwell. This particular game, I've entitled it "Doing What Crommies Do Best," and that for me is flanking. I'm top tier, however, if you notice at the top of the team list we've got a platoon of 3 KV-1Ss. So what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to provide flanking support for them. Now you see in chat I've initially said I want to go to G7 around here. I'm going to go this way, alright, down here, and I'm going to try and get up the top of this hill as quickly as possible using my speed. Just basically looking at the team, we're facing an M6, a Cromwell, Dickomax and a Hellcat. Yeah, I think we've got the better of the two teams, to be perfectly honest, with regards to vehicles. But they have got some quite dangerous tanks on their team.
Time to roll out.
And here goes nothing. Okay, so straight away, the team is splitting up quite well. Let's just have a little bit of a look. Yeah, the smaller, faster tanks are going on that flank. The KV-1Ss are coming with us. The Jagdpanzer 4 and an Easy 8. Yeah, that'll do. And the enemy Hetzer's just telling us he's very slow. Yeah, we know that, mate. Hetzers are quite slow. Okay, so I'm going to try my best to get around this corner now. This either ends one or two ways. Either you get splatted straight away, or you make it. Uh-oh. Hey. Yep, take a couple of shots at him, and he misses me. Okay, fantastic. So, I've made it up the hill into cover. There's one artillery piece. I'm expecting him to start shooting at me now. Okay, so I don't want to take that VK on head on, even though he has got pants armour. And I'm going to go around the side, and he's... Oh, he thinks I'm going to play corners with him. Now this, in hindsight, was stupid. That was a bit daft. I believe VKs are heavier than Cromwells, but it enabled me to win the war of attrition, as it were, on the damage. Now you notice I've taken 630 odd damage, but I've dealt 770, so as far as I'm concerned that was a good trade. 1 for 1. So looking at the VK 3001, no, not looking good. Might be able to get a sneaky shot if he comes past there. Okay, so at this point, if you can see on the map, the KV-1Ss are moving up. They've gone to the corner, they're going to start duking it out with the guys that they can see. Now, I always advise to push there, personally. I mean, I'm no expert at this game, I've said that before, but if you sit here, that's all you're going to do for the whole game, let the enemy get in position. But the fact that I'm up here and the other Cromwells just joined me means that we're putting pressure on them, and the KV-1Ss decide to come up now. I'm only on 100 health. I don't really want to go around that corner and start corner fighting. This tank does not do well at corner fighting, which this Cromwell needs to learn. So I'm sneaking around trying to get shots on the Dickomax, and I take one for my troubles. I noticed the T50's got amongst him, and I think the KV-1S now finishes him off. Yeah, the Cromwell's putting shots into him, and the KV-1S finish him.
Tracks up, let's go.
I repair my tracks. As you'll notice from my intro to this video, I haven't got a full repair crew or anything. We literally bought this tank a month ago. The KV-1Ss are putting in some good work. I'll just keep it focused on that corner because something quite funny is going to happen in a minute. Cromwell goes around the corner. He decides to charge a T-34-85, and unfortunately, when he does it, one of the KV-1Ss takes him out. Okay, one of them things. Russian guns aren't very accurate. Hey ho. And the Cromwell starts raging that he's going to report it. Now, this is where I felt this video was worth showing to you guys. Now, bearing in mind I'm on 15% health, I'm pretty much one-shottable for anything that's remaining on the enemy team. And as I come around the corner, oh fuck, there's an M6. So, I don't stop, keep moving, and just as he fires, I stop, and he misses his shot.
That one didn't go through.
I start jinking backwards and forwards.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Artillery's having a go.
We've hit them hard.
Notice the quick reload on this gun.
Got him.
Easily finish off the M6. That's what this tank excels at, and I have to sort of like start making myself aware of the particular driving style of this tank, because I'm used to heavies, but this is fast becoming my favourite tank. Right, they've only got 3 enemies left. The game's pretty much over. We'll just finish off the remaining guys. putting some shots into the VK there.
Punched right through their armor.
Again, the reload time, he wasn't expected a second shot there. He thought he had a few more seconds. Oh, it's Cromwell.
Penetration.
Penetrating, no damage. And a Hellcat finishes him off. Now I'll try and do a bit of diplomatic work here. Try to tell this Cromwell, you know, fair cop, mate. It probably was an accident. You know, it cost him 1,000 credits for the shell to shoot you, and also he's going to pay on the battle results screen as well. So it's going to cost him. So, all the way to the cap. That is the Cromwell. My personal favourite tier 6 tank at the moment. I find it so more versatile than things like KV-1S's. The KV-1S, it's a good tank, but you have to play it in your face. I like the flanking side of things. So, welcome to the new subscribers, those that you actually bothered to subscribe. Hope you're enjoying the videos. There will be more. There's a couple more coming up today. And as far as I'm concerned, that's me. So that's Globbits signing off. Take care, guys. Bye now.